PMAkfal. What is he doing?
He's just waiting for that countdown to finish. All right, let's see what kind of start we get here. Just a magic ring. I feel gypped.
That's different.
Do over.
Cheap boots? No boots at all.
No boots, but cheap herbs. Those are 14 costing medical herbs. That's a nice stock up. Now they could fall into the trap because there could be cheap boots in Portoa, and they won't be able to finance them.
That is true. They had to farm if they end up getting boots in Portoa, which is a good chance they would.
So they're gonna get one item here, and that could let them do a couple of things. It's probably gonna be either Ball of Fire or Windmill Key. So two of the big options I see right now.
It would be Alarm Flute.
I mean, who wants that semi-French vanilla start? Am I right?
I mean, Magic can roll this, right? So you see his record so far.
That is correct.
Here we're going to use the statue glitch to get behind this guard here. Which is the only glitch that's in play currently in this flag set. Orb of Fire it is. So likely both these runners will end up going to the Waterfall Cave, which will give them 3 checks. Unless they happen to find the Flute of Lime in there, we'll give them one more check.
Both of our runners here definitely doing the smart play. If I'd seen boots, I would have considered potentially farming up and then wild warping back and doing the Saber West play. Because that would also be really fun.
Yeah, that would be. I don't think Nightdew made a checkpoint here.
I don't think he made one at the waterfall itself, no. Kfal is doing it because he did get paralyzed. So, good call on him to get that reset here.
Ooh,
teleport. Oh boy, are we gonna see? So, we don't see warp boots, we get teleport. We see warp boots all the time, we never get teleport. Is this a coincidence? Only Matrick knows.
Hey, Matrick. Is it a coincidence? I know you're there.
None of these seeds are actually Plando. This is all an elaborate plan to make them look like Plandos. Okay, so both of our runners here can use the statue glitch to get past the 2 statued soldiers that were coming into the cave there. Looks like, yep, both of the runners are going to take the right side here, which is a smart play. But if they get the Flute of Lime, then they'll be able to check it on the left side. If they go to the left side and obviously don't get it, and they get it on the right, that's just a time loss, unfortunately. So,
yeah, the Flute of Lime allows them to turn people that are stone into not stone.
Telepathy!
Well, we know where we're going now.
So I hear you like Saber North.
So there are 2 triggers that keep you from going up Saber North. One of them is having teleport, and one of them is having telepathy, and then also triggering the leaf kidnapping, which you do in the area behind. And once you do those 2 checks, you can then proceed up Saber North from the Cordell Plains area. So that is likely where our runners will be proceeding to after they check this last spot.
What are they going to find on the left? What are we going to find on the left? Flight. Just watch
Poison.
Flight. Poison's good. Key to sticks. Okay, so not useful yet, but gonna be super useful later. 6 checks. Gonna need barrier or flight if you know some magic. or potentially just the shield ring and some healing. But it's definitely an option on the table here. Both of our runners are going to wild warp back to Leaf, make their way to the western cave here, talk to Zebu. He's going to tell them about some magic he'll teach them. They can open the windmill cave, which could be magic, could be an item. We don't know. Hopefully we'll find out.
He has a really lazy assistant, likes to sleep everywhere, so you have to wake him up and then start the windmill. And as soon as he breaks that wall, if you talk to him the first time, then break the wall, walk behind it, there's a trigger there that makes Leaf kidnapping happen, and so all the people in Leaf are now gone. So any shops or inns they have there will not be in play until they rescue the villager.
It's also worth noting, I actually kind of thought Nightdew might have went back there and warped back just to get the talk sequence, but it looks like he's just going to press on here.
Yeah, I think at this point it makes sense to keep going until you get the Bryn Mawr waypoint, so you can just teleport back.
Definitely.
Our runners are very close right now, within seconds of each other. It's been a fairly linear seed so far, so it's not too surprising.
Yep, there's very little that they can do in terms of divergence. It's possible right now one person could go check the item in the grass. Nightdew's doing it. PMAkfal, checking the shops. There are warp boots. He's stocked up on antidotes. Couldn't afford those warp boots. Looks like they cost 69. It was very quick, so hard to tell. Getting that medical herb there, so extra little patch of healing. I don't believe Nightdew checked the shop there. He might go back and do it now, since it's on his way. No,
he might go do Saber West. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go back and do Saber West. It is also worth noting they don't really need the warp boots because they do have teleport, so that is an option. PMAkfal going back and talking to the bunny. So he knows that some bad people came and took everybody.
So this could pay off big for Nightdew, or it could be nothing. It's just 3 checks he can get to right now. So
that is true. I think it's gonna pay off. I think the seed god is gonna be good to him. I think he's gonna get a bow.
He'll probably get, let me think, probably a ball that he doesn't need yet. Or he'll get, like, you know, paralysis or something. Be nice if we got Key to Prison, although they don't have Sword of the Wind yet, so it's kind of irrelevant.
It looks like PMAkfal's doing the same thing here, just gonna make their way in. Getting
I don't know if I would have done this or
enemies. Well, they're definitely getting some enemies that are vulnerable to fire, so that's good. Looks like right now Nightdew is leading a little bit in XP. Battle armor is a great pickup. Very happy to see that. So it's going to give him immunity to poison. The immunity to poison. Not having to worry about a life-draining status effect is huge. Now, mind you, some of our runners are extremely experienced in swapping the elements here. So if, for example, one was poisoned, they could switch to paralysis to stop the life drain, and vice versa. So not having that as an option to be poisoned means anything that could have poisoned you instead, if it touches you, is definitely going to deal damage. So the armor is kind of like a double-edged sword here in that way. Statue of Onyx pickup, another nice close-by check. They will be able to port over there to Bryn Mawr and turn that in. So definitely a good find.
And that will be around their way to Saber North also, so they definitely will check. Especially if they were watching the previous race.
I really hope they were.
Yeah, battle armor is also what, either the best defense armor or second best? Second best, right?
I believe both of those are tied in terms of best second defense. Unfortunately, I do not know those stats off the top of my head, but I do know that the highest defense in the game is the ceramic armor.
Okay.
Looks like PMAkfal is going to be the first one at the top of the summit here. Finding a medical herb, so nothing too exciting with that, but it is just another check for them to rule out, which means that this statue have this lame wind orb or something.
I was close then. I was close.
Well, you did say a ball was gonna come, and that did come from here, so I'll give it to you. It was good.
Okay. So in these flags, Tornell always just wants the tornado bracelet, but so many of us runners have done the flag set where it gets mixed up which bracelet he wants, so we all check him by. PMAkfal heading straight to Saber North. Probably will stop in Nadirs here to get the checkpoint. Maybe heal. By healing.
Definitely getting that checkpoint for sure. Not too worried about mana there. I think, if I wasn't mistaken, Nightdew just bought Antidote, even though he has the battle armor. I could be wrong.
Attention.
I could be wrong, but that coloring looked like Antidote, not Lysis Plant.
You'll definitely have to pay attention to that and see, because that would be something to ask him about later.
And there's Flight.
So at this point, it gives them access to a few things, but not a whole. Gives them one check in the waterway, and then they can check Amazon.
That is definitely true. It's worth noting that PMAkfal is going up after getting that flight, so he's gonna be taking a slightly longer route, better for XP, but not in terms of speed. So that is actually an interesting note. I wonder if Nightdew will do the same after he picks up his flight here.
There's an item right here, so that's probably why he did this.
That's true. You can also get it from the top as well, so going down and flying
you can.
up. I'm not sure which way is faster.
I don't know if it's really much faster, if any. I don't know either.
I know coming from the top side it's faster to come out and down,
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's the same in reverse.
Probably something we should time at some point just to see. Ooh, sort of.
Speaking of, that's something you want to see there, and we've got that ball, so that's going to open up a lot, including our favorite Evil Spirit Island. So yeah, there's many high-density areas that are now open. We've got Crystalis Plant Cave being 2, we've got the Fog Lamp Cave being 4, Evil Spirit Island being, I think, 7? 7, and then Clark Kent afterwards 8. So our runners definitely have a lot of...
actually 9.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is 9. You're absolutely right.
One more thing to keep in mind, the vanilla tornado bracelet spot is now open, which will be a thing they will save for a long time now since it's by itself. Could come into play later though.
It could be the bow.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Definitely would not be the first time, and will never be the last. So, we're gonna go into the Jerk Cave here and get the key to prison location here. And PMAkfal checking on him, making sure he's okay, and he's just saying, "So you saved us, big deal."
And they had the Bow of Truth behind them.
I'd like to point out that Nightdew is currently a happy purple slime.
Oh man, that's an awful death.
That is extremely unfortunate too. I don't believe he checkpoint. He made a checkpoint there, so he is gonna have to go back in and get his flight again. So definitely gonna set him a little bit behind PMAkfal right now, who's going back to Portoa here, setting a checkpoint. More than likely, yep, looks like he's gonna go do Evil Spirit Isle.
Very good play. I would definitely do this myself.
It's the largest amount of checks, as we all know. Density, checks, speed.
Now if they have flight, they could do the glitch into rage, assuming there's a flyer in that area also, if they want.
That is very true. I did not make note if there was a flyer there, so that is a very good point. We do know that that did help in our last run here a little bit in terms of just clearing out numbers of checks. $29 cost of the inn, level 4 with 11 scaling. That is a super cheap inn and a great place for it too.
I'm a little bit surprised they didn't try and kill Kelbask here. I mean, you totally could go down and get the checkpoint, fly up, and do it. I don't know. I mean, it's not maybe not worth it for one.
It is a check that has a chance of being something good because it can't be a mimic, so it does remove one bad thing out of the pool. With this scaling, I know they've got defense, so they can definitely do stab strats, but they don't have anything to stop the rocks, so that might be their issue of why they're just gonna go out of there.
He didn't get the checkpoint nadirs, or the waypoint.
PMAkfal didn't?
Or Nightdew didn't.
Oh no.
He just went to teleport back and he couldn't.
Oh no. Yeah, so he is gonna have to go up then.
And this is not the way to go.
That is for sure. Meanwhile, PMAkfal in Evil Spirit Island here is gonna go to the left and check on 2 more items.
What was that first item? A consumable?
I believe it was, yes. I
Like for the
think
power,
it was
maybe?
I think it was, yeah. Mimic and an orb of water.
The Nightdew orphaned the key to prison spot. What was that again? I can't remember.
Super good bow.
Oh yeah, duh. Bow of Truth. So that will hurt if he doesn't go back and check that later.
It's going to hurt a lot, but he is going to check Amazons here. So definitely something new that we've seen. Fruit of Lime from
Matrix's
PMAkfal.
favorite item.
Yes, it is. Just there to prevent scurvy, which also, ironically enough, makes you not turn into a statue. Mimic number 2. Yo, that's actually a really good spot for that. Go farm that.
Just don't do like Dragon Dark did. Keep knocking it into the wall where you can't get the money.
That is true. Only grabbed it one time there for the extra money, so just gonna quickly make his way out. Wonder where he's gonna go from here.
So one big difference between this race and the one we just watched, they have Sword of Fire this time and can definitely kill Sabira if they choose to.
That is very
Out of
true.
logic, but she's not very hard, so.
Very, very true. Now Nightdew, we
like
both
this.
thought he was gonna leave it out, but he is going back and checking it. I'm excited for this. We know that Ball of Water was found. We just need to see what this leads to, because this could be anything. It could be a Sword of Thunder. Or it could be a Fruit of Repun.
Could be an antidote. Who knows?
Could be Speed Boots.
That will make him very happy.
Yeah. I definitely like that play now for sure. Gonna be going super fast here. Sonic fast. Meanwhile, PMAkfal finishing up his vampire fight. Getting Warp Boots for his trouble. He's gonna make his way up the tower here, get one more item, as well as the fight here with Sabero 2.
I do almost teleporting away on accident.
When you gotta go fast, you gotta go fast. Oh yeah, I didn't trigger that. Checking in there, because in his mind, he's already done that. He's gonna talk to the queen, get the item. Nope, she's not there. PMAkfal finding recover. So not a great find, but it is something to get rid of status effects. Now, they've already got the ability to cancel poison, so not the best thing in the world, but not really a good way to reset out of that either. So just going to add to scaling. Not necessarily a bad thing whatsoever.
Routhian asking where we think that they will find the Sword of Water and Sword of...
I hope they find Sword of Thunder outside of Carmine, because I love that troll warp. It is the best thing. And water, honestly, can be anywhere. I don't care about it. Very happy to see this low scaling Sabera fight, though. Super happy about that. Yeah, get those stabs in, Kfal.
Patrick, that's not nice. He says the chest right before the bow of sun spot.
Well, I thought that was implied, Matrick. You see, you're going to get the Sword of Thunder in Goa, warp you out of Goa, and then go back, kill Carmine, and then, oh, there's your bow!
Another fruit of power.
I don't need to learn to troll. You need to learn to read the troll.
It'd be worse if it was in like Mado's area or Sabera's area, and then they didn't.
What is this? What is this? Have a Sword of Water. They've got the ball. Not that they
Well,
need
now
it.
he will do rage for sure.
Oh, for sure.
I'm really curious if there's a flyer here.
I don't think either of them took the time before to check. Did not see one, so more than likely, probably not the case.
Key to prison.
Okay, so you wanted key to prison, you needed that Sword of Water to do it, so paying off not checking the top, because now you can get to it from the back, and Kfal more than likely going to do just that.
Kfal's name is just cracking me up. You must save the world. Uh-oh.
It's too good. I think Kfal might have forgotten where the where that is, or he's just going over to Fog Lamp Cave. Yep, he's gonna go over to Fog Lamp Cave. Make that checkpoint and go in. Very smart to make that checkpoint. If he finds items in here he doesn't want to see, he can just nope right out of it.
There are 4 chicks in here. Not a bad place to go.
Oh, not
I
at
definitely
all.
would have done Key to Prison first myself, but you probably doesn't want to fight Kelbesk, I guess, without barrier or something. Not really sure what it's thinking.
That is a flame bracelet. So, full power weapon there. Not going to help him against Kelbesk, but definitely a good pickup for sure. Definitely one of the better bracelets to have in terms of weaponry.
Nightdew quickly realizing that vampire is immune to fire.
That is worth noting too, now that they do have the bracelet, that does put Sabera into logic, so that's good. Also worth noting, Change was picked up in the Fog Lamp Cave, and our third Mimic.
And Change will give them access to the whole west side of the world, a whole bunch of checks since they have flight. Definitely where they will be heading after this, I would think.
I kind of hope they clean up the right side and they leave Carissa Plant, but I mean, we've got that key to prison. That's a quick 2 checks there for General Kelbesk and the paralysis spot. So really hope they do go back and check that out. I think Nightdew will more than likely do that because he skipped that last chest, if he remembers that he skipped it.
It's very true, he might have forgotten.
He did buy antidotes.
Oh man.
Okay, we gotta ask him that later.
Oh, the refreshes as well? I didn't realize that, Matrick. Did you realize that goes?
That refreshes in logic. So I completely removed that from the requirement of being logic, but yes, I did actually know that.
I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay.
That is
I've
actually
only played
a
like
thing.
100 of these seeds, but
Yeah, and a lot of those you don't realize you've done without refresh.
I mean, it makes sense now that you said it, but I never play it that way, that's for sure.
Oh, no, none of us play it that way. I don't know anybody who actually plays with that thought in mind.
Did we happen to catch what the Angry Sea item was, or did Kfal not go to Asina?
Did not go to Asina yet.
Okay.
He came back to town and then went east. So I'm really hoping that Nightdew, with his speed boots, because he is catching up, is going to do it. KFal warping back out here. I wonder if he's going to go to prison, crease the plant, or just go back over. Super curious.
And then, what did he get from the fog lamp spot? I missed that.
Unfortunately, I did as well. But they're both going to high five here as they head to the throne room, go to the back, talk to our wonderful queen, who is actually Athena. And what are they going to get? Medical herb?
Glad you saw it, 'cause I didn't catch it. Power
ring. So both of our runners will definitely want that if they get the option to route that in for sure. Fruit Repun gonna help with some slime issues, but Nightdew might have already gotten that out of his system. Looks like KFal is opting for the rush of the world here, not checking that key to prison while... Yes, Nightdew, do it! He remembered the key of prison.
Thank you.
He's gonna do... Okay, now, here's the kicker. Does he remember that he skipped the chest? That's gonna be the check, and does he go back in and get the paralysis check?
I'm gonna say he remembers.
You think he actually remembered?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I just hope that
Oh, that's
something from his effort here.
That is super nice. So it is worth noting they do have a shield as well. I believe it is the Sacred Shield. So that's going to help mitigate the damage here from these rocks. Definitely helping. And he did stock up on medical herbs beforehand, so super good. While Nightdew finishes up this fight here with Kelbesk, KFal making his way into Swan, using change to look like a Dragonian Guard, and then drop into Goa, pick up that checkpoint. Probably going to head over to either Oasis Cave or the Pyramid next, as those are next large areas with checks. Leaning to the right, he's going to go to the Pyramid.
Looks like it will be the Pyramid. I hope he remembers to check deal.
He does have change. It could be Sword of Thunder. I hope he checkpoints first.
Yeah, we'll start doing that from now on. Oh, Iron Necklace, that was not worth it.
Not worth it all.
At least he's getting the bow. He did remember. That's good.
Okay, he did remember. He's gonna go check the key to prison location, so he is getting that both. That is good. Super good there.
Deal was just a consumable.
Yep, just a consumable. Alright, so it's good that Nightdew did remember that. Super good there. Now the question is he gonna go west? Is he gonna go east? He doesn't have change, so it's probably gonna be east.
Only choice he has, really.
Yep, that is very true. So, and to the fog cave he goes.
Very brave, no checkpoint.
Yep.
But he has Sacred Shield. Well, Sacred Shield doesn't help against anything in here, really. Against any Warlocks, but he also has the Battle Armor, like you said.
Yep, he's got the Battle Armor. He does have the Iron Necklace, but he is going to keep those speed boots on. Getting his Flame Bracelet here, which is super nice.
See what KFal finds in the Magic Ringing spot. Shell Flute.
Garbage.
Reset.
Just something that's going to up the scaling. Honestly, I would have. That entrance there, the pyramid there is a checkpoint spot, so I would have done it. Otherwise, the other thing to do too is come down here first and make that checkpoint, which we did see last run. So I did learn a little bit of new tech there.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before either. That was very interesting. Oh, here we go. Oops. Not bracelet. The wrong one, sorry.
That's not a problem, I got you. Hopefully it'll re-update here.
First one time I click it, it doesn't want to update. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Now the question is, where will he go next? Will he go to Hydra, or will he go to Backdoor Goa? Looks like it might be.
So I would definitely check Hydra at this point. They definitely have good things here. They do have the key of Stixie, so that is worth noting.
It's 5 checks total, including this one here, which was a Mimic.
I love that we're on Mimic 4. And it was eyeglasses as the last check.
Okay.
So that is good to know. So if we do find that alarm flute, both locations are open for that. All right, it looks like PMAkfal is opting to do the full clear of Hydra here, checking the right item first. Curious if he's going to do the right, dip out, then potentially damage boost through Stixie.
I mean, really, he doesn't have speed boots, but even still, just walking back out from the top of 100 doesn't take that long if you jump over everybody or fly over everybody.
That is true. That is a lot of MP.
It depends, I guess, what's in the room, too. Definitely if I have speed boots, I'll do that.
For sure. Yeah, speed boots making that super free. Especially for movement, getting around. Yep, there's a couple shamans there. Did Nightdew? Nightdew's in Carissa Plant Cave.
Yes.
Alright, so this is exciting. So 2 checks we haven't seen yet. One of them can be a mimic. One of them cannot be a mimic.
PMAkfal dueling with this flail guy.
When you hear that twirly sound, you know, and that's a blizzard bracelet. So, I don't know about you, but, oh
do
no!
Do it! Yes! Sorry, I shouldn't be that excited. It wasn't a
that
mummy
was your, that was your MXC Impact replay. The, eye guy there doing
where is he? Oh no.
Doing tons of damage. Just gonna statue him up, bop him up and down. MVP right now for the monsters. Unfortunately, there is no checkpoint you can make on Hydra, so it is going to put him all the way back there in Chiron. Mirror Shield in Carissa Plant Cave, so we know that there's nothing good there.
You could say that he was in the eye of the beholder.
Ah, I see what you did there.
I'm gonna say my joke was good. Dad jokes, okay? Dad joke.
I thought it was good, but I also play Dungeons and Dragons, so PMAkfal's gonna climb his way back up into Hydra. Meanwhile, Nightdew is sonic charging all the way through Swan. After flying over that ocean, gonna go, hey, look that way! I'm a guard, let me through. Run on through and make his way into Goa, get that checkpoint. You think he's gonna not even go into Goa for the checkpoint? What are you thinking, Nightdew? There you go.
I mean, Swan isn't too far out of the way. I've seen people do that.
That's time.
It is, though. You're right. It adds up.
It puts you back to the front side of it. Now, if it was like to the left side of it, I wouldn't be as rough. But I gotta walk past those guards every time, and they have to stare at me creepily.
Well, the guards kind of disappear after the first time, but yeah.
They're still there. They're there in spirit. T Nightcrawler asking, 30 minutes in, they're already at the end desert. That is correct. So it's definitely possible, because they did get flight early. They just needed change or the Sword of Thunder to get across the sea. It was a requirement of change because of where the Sword of Thunder was. So it's definitely possible. We've seen across the sea instantly in the beginning. I've actually had a run where your free sword was thunder and you were given flight right off the bat. So you can definitely cross to the desert and be over there as quick as 2 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Just because you have desert access doesn't mean you're anywhere near the end of the game, technically. Because of what you have to get to the end of the game. So
that is very true. Very, very true, Tornell.
Finally going to see a backdoor of Goa here. Is he skipping Oasis? Oh, no, he's checking his first time, okay.
You mean Mimic?
Man, he should just reset. The door's right there. I guess he didn't want the antidote anyway, probably.
Nah, not at all. Got warp boots, so still happy to see that. A little bit of MP save, but you know, we do have that teleport spell.
I mean, if they happen to need to fight my pupil, it helps on that too. So.
I don't remember who that is. I just remember some amazing golden gem about him. I think you've shared that with me once before.
He meets an unfortunate end, unfortunately.
I think there's a video of that somewhere.
Might be. Maybe he raised up as a zombie one time? I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
There's
This is quite
lots of
interesting,
different explanations for that.
Not getting anything good in here, unfortunately. All consumables. Just gonna nope out of there, because it's warp boots and 2 medical herbs. Doesn't need to kill the Mimic for money. Both of our runners have very good money counts right now, since they haven't really needed money to do anything. We might actually just see some magic ring buys here at the end of the game. Hope you didn't blink, because Dragon 1 is dead. Quick charge of the Sword of Fire there with the bracelet. Gonna take him out, get us that nice Psycho Armor, and then there's your Sword of Thunder. Get you out of here nice and quick.
At this point, I think we can say that Kfal is a little bit ahead, perhaps. Depends what he finds in.
Well, if he finds more mimics like that,
He's ahead in your book. Ooh, that's a lot of checks there.
That's the Orb of Thunder.
That's what, 6 checks, including the vampire, I think.
That is 5 checks on the floor, mimics 7. Kfal actually stopped this time and noticed the Key of Stixie. And there's Insect Flute. So, do have one more chest here. Is he gonna go down? He is gonna go down, so he's not gonna opt to try to flight over there and do that skip. Meanwhile, Nightdew just tanking these to the face. Is gonna make his way. Yeah, he tried to do the flight trick here a little bit to get past these statues, but super happy to see this divergence. I think this is a great play because he was going up Hydra anyway. Mimic!
3/4 the way there.
Another repun. The paralysis spell. The paralysis spell is a great pickup. So they did get the love pendant earlier. That is another check to turn in.
2/3.
Kfal did get both of the top chests, didn't he?
Yes, I'm fairly certain he did.
Okay. Dio's pendant, good pickup for scaling. Not something they're going to use at this point. Meanwhile, Kfal is entering our favorite pinball wizard ninja fight.
You see what Nightdew just found?
I definitely saw what Nightdew just found. I cannot see Mimic number 9. We are dangerously coming close here to Mimic percent. Kfal, unfortunately, taking a death there to Mado2, our wonderful ninja pinball wizard master. That's what he does. Nice thing is the room is a checkpoint, so is going to be able to get that heal and take another stab at it, or I guess water sol in this case.
This stream is brought to you by the letter F. So I think Styx was like totally bust.
It was the paralysis spell. So
okay,
not necessarily bust, because they do have the love pendant.
Gives them one check that very well could be something useful. So.
Yeah, Nightdew did teleport out of there, so he did not check the rest of Hydra, it looks like. So he's going to go back up there and finish that out. We do know he will find the love pendant up there and then be very happy that he got the paralysis. Meanwhile, Kfal finding the Carusa plant could turn that in at the vanilla Bow of Moon location there in Amazon. Might be a bow. We've seen it many a times.
Whoops, wrong person. Finding
And
the
that
tornado
is a
bracelet.
tornado bracelet. So right now, if they had barrier, it would put all of Goa Fortress in logic.
And if they so choose, they can get both the remaining items on Saber West as well. If it comes to.
Yep, we do know Nightdew did go back there and get the
Oh,
speed
that's right.
boots.
He
So
did get that. Never
they're
mind.
just
So he has
missing
one.
one. KFal might consider that more because it's 2, but it is worth noting. And there is Mimic. We are 2 Mimics away from Mimic percent, Tornell. Do you feel the hype?
Do I feel the hype? You know it, man. Nothing like Mimic percent to make me sleep well that night. Nightdew finally finding his Blizzard bracelet. KFal did not do Mado 1, right?
He did not. No, neither of them have entered from the front side because they don't have barrier. So they would have to do the flight trick to mitigate damage. Haven't seen KFal really try to touch on that too much, so I don't think he might be aware of it, because that is a relatively new piece of tech that we've seen.
Oh, at least he's in the air this time.
Oh yes, that is true.
All those butterflies.
Oh
Oh man, that would have been so bad. Dang it, this close. KFal making short work of Sabera too.
Finding the broken statue. So they did get the glowing lamp earlier. That is,
and that was
definitely
the power ring, right?
Yeah, it is the power ring. So that is a huge pickup. I would try to find a way to route that in. Meanwhile, Nightdew finishing up Hydra, warping back over here to Swan, going to turn in the pendant here and get consumable.
A consumable. Thanks for nothing, jerk.
You know, he does that oh so very much.
He really does. It's kind of a battle between him and Akahana, but I think he's a little worse.
I dare say 60-40, and you're right. Nightdew making a quick pit stop, stopping up for some medical herbs before going back over here. Looks like he's probably going to make his way into Goa Fortress at this point. Not much else in terms of large density to check. I think KFal might have gotten a little lost here on Sabera's floor.
Looking that way, but he's almost to where he wants to. So as far as items KFal has gotten that have been useful, he got Curacao Plant. What else has he gotten in here?
Ball of Thunder. No. He got up on the 4th floor there from Carmine.
So both definitely useful. Ball of Thunder for sure. I think he's lost again.
I wonder if he's going to remember to go back and check the Vanilla Power Ring location.
Very good question. Probably won't for a while, but you never know.
Alright, coming down here. I do not resetting out of the Oasis Cave here, so I guess he wants to keep his items the way it is. KFal doing his best here on General Kelbask. He doesn't have barrier, so this is a little bit of a rougher fight if you don't know how to manipulate those flames. So you can get some stabs in. You can actually just stand right above where he shoots those flames on a horizontal plane, and you can actually just get close enough to get in stab range there, and he won't angle up the shots. But it is a little bit rough, and if you haven't done that before and you aren't familiar with it, it can definitely feel nerve-wracking going into that, because those flames just keep pushing you back the whole time.
I feel like every time I do that, he'll stop shooting and just tackle me like a linebacker, so...
I mean, he is a linebacker. I don't know if anyone's told you that or not. mean, look at him. He's got the shoulder pads and everything. He's got his helmet on. He just happens to represent the Rams. He's got those little horns on. All right, Nightdew getting his insect flute as well as the ball of thunder. Gonna find some more mimics there and knows that he's making me happy. Ooh, PMAkfal, unfortunately, taking another death.
Definitely struggling a little bit. Needs to break out the trainer and do some training on this fight.
Yep, there we go. I think he figured it out. Meanwhile, Nightdew is doing some flight shenanigans here to get himself into Carmine's room, so that is also something we haven't seen yet. There we go.
Good job, PMAkfal.
Third time is the charm. Good fight. Gets rewarded with an item. It is a consumable. Just an antidote, unfortunately. That is rough.
Choosing to walk out here, I don't know if that's definitely the quickest play.
I would definitely teleport back. I feel it'd be a lot faster to trigger the Chiron slumber part.
I'm guessing he doesn't want to deal with the statues or something.
It's definitely possible. Opal statue on Carmine as well as the glowing lamp. So we know that PMAkfal does not have the glowing lamp to get the power ring. Nightdew will find the broken statue and then have access to that power ring to route that in a little bit later. I don't know about
pretty
you.
unlikely PMAkfal will go back and do that, and unless he happens to get Ivory Statue or something.
Yeah, definitely, because he's going to want that barrier.
We'll give him a disadvantage in the tower and Dragon 2 for sure.
But that also means that Nightdew has to route that in, and currently he already did the love pendant check, so there's not really anything right around there for him to get. All the other checks are done. Meanwhile, PMAkfal, since he did finish the tower, is going to go check out the Chiron slumber party here. Oh! He woke up Stom
twice,
and making sure that he was awake.
Him again.
Just wanted to confirm that he is, in fact, dead. Checked his pulse there. He's like, oh, some guys came through a party. Except we were asleep. I go to sleep. Speaking of Ivory Statue, wow.
One more thing he could check if he wants is the Carissa plant. He turned.
Don't forget this Brokahana that's now available as well.
That's very true, yeah. I'm sure he's doing that right now. Yes, he is.
Oh, yes. For sure. Alright. Brokahana, give me that item you lent me back. Just a consumable.
I do making short work of, what was that, Motto 2?
Yep, that was Motto 2, so down that goes. Speaking of Carissa plant, he is picking that up right now. PMAkfal is actually going to go turn in the Carissa plant. And there's his tornado bracelet.
Will it be a bow?
It has a pretty good chance of being a bow at this point.
So I hope it's not. Just change inside the ring.
Yeah, I'm gonna Sailor Moon. Ha! Huh. Okay, we got this. This fine piece of jewelry.
I'll give you a fog lamp.
I went to the basement in Amazon's and all I got was this cruddy mimic. Taking his frustration out, I'm a little curious as to why he's farming money, but
yeah, he's getting good money doing it, so I guess
definitely good money for this.
Rings later, maybe at the end. I don't know.
Definitely worth noting he does have the Psycho armor on, because he was poisoned there. So, gonna make a quick checkpoint and get that taken care of.
Finally going to check this cave.
I like this play a lot. It is definitely a good play. Thing I'm curious about. So, PMAkfal still doesn't have the Boots of Speed?
He does not. And that was on Hydra, I think, right?
No, he has to have them. If they're on Hydra, he has to have them because he full cleared them. No, they're Saber West.
That's what it was, Saber West, you're right.
Yep,
Yeah, it
there's
was on
Saber
the
West.
tornado bracelet.
Yep. So
Is it Nightdew that checked all Hydra? I think that's what it is, maybe.
Nightdew checked all of Hydra.
Okay, he finally did, that's right.
Yep, he checked all of Hydra. He checked Stixie. Kfal has not done Stixie yet because he has a barrier. Nightdew also checked Crystalis Plant Cave. Kfal has not. Nightdew very happily slamming that broken statue together. There's Refresh. And I did actually check the flag set here. Refresh is not required for the bosses. It's only in the easy mode flag set.
Oh, okay. That wasn't crazy.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know how it could have been because Refresh was in Goa, right?
Yeah, Refresh came from
well,
the
he got you Refresh, at least, yeah.
Yep,
yeah,
the windmill key.
Storm Bracelet. Very useful for the end of the game.
Definitely useful for sure.
Matrix not convinced.
I can't blame him. I'm actually going to go back and triple check the flags here and make sure.
Warrior Ring. Their first accessory of the game. For Kfal. Obviously, Nightdew's had the speed boots.
Yeah, so that's definitely helpful here. Yeah, so the refresh flag is not on. I'm not seeing that on here. Unless that's part of another flag that I am not aware of. Alright, and Nightdew finishing up his General Kelbesk fight here, getting his antidote. He's going to, teleport out. Go right back to Goa. Front door it.
What will a vampire give us?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a bow.
Could be. Shield ring.
I mean, that does put... So shield ring and some healing with the shield they already have will definitely make the Stixie play off of that.
So after he does, I'm guessing he's doing Stixie now, Kfal is.
Yep.
After that, he'll have the 2 checks from the alarm flute he hasn't done. What else will he have to do?
He has not done Crystalis Plant Cave.
Has not done Carmine.
Does not done Carmine.
Ivory statue turn in.
Yep. So definitely a couple of good things there. Looks like Nightdew is gonna head back here, stock up at the inn.
I'll also have the tornado bracelet turn in for tornado.
That is true.
A bunch of spread out random annoying checks, basically.
Yep, and it really didn't come down to like any type of poor decision in routing either. Kfal also has to go back and do Kelbesk 1 as an option, and also look at the key to prison.
That's very true, which we know it was just a consumable, I think, right?
Just a consumable, and I want to say something else, but I could be wrong. Unfortunately, no new mimics to add to the mimic count. Oh, there's the paralysis.
You also mentioned the power ring spot. I don't think anybody's checked that yet.
Nope, nobody has checked that yet. Kfal definitely has that knowledge because he slowed the text down for it for sure. Nightdew, I know, combined the items together to make the golden statue. Don't believe he's been there yet. Is going to Sahara, or excuse me, is going to Amazons. So he is going to turn in the Crystalis plant here. Just kind of get sad about the consumable.
Somebody stepped on you twice, Tom. I don't remember which one it was. I think Kfal did not. I mean, Nightdew did not step on you.
Yeah, Nightdew did not step on you. You got talked to and then stomped.
Oh, I actually meant the vanilla powering spot in the Oasis Cave when I said that.
Oh, okay. I actually thought you meant
the other. Yeah.
Yep, no, it's very true. It is also worth noting they do not have the gas mask yet, so that could also be lingering somewhere.
That would just be annoying.
Or could it hide 2 bows with some dwarves?
It could. Nightdew going to do Windmill Cave.
Definitely a good check here. Yeah, Kfal definitely seeing that the people weren't there when he walked through. Looks like he's gonna go turn in the alarm flute here. So, nope, not gonna see a high five today due to Wild Warp. That's perfectly fine. I'm very curious to see what we get from this alarm flute check. They also have... Oh, you know what? Once Nightdew gets the alarm flute, he can actually go back to Joel.
Yep. Oh, through the line.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So, yep, Kfal going to Joel right here. Realizing, oh, I don't have that.
Forgetting what he was doing for a second, I think.
Gonna go in here, use his X-ray vision here to find a secret door.
Passing not Clark Kent. Nightdew picking up his storm bracelet. Ooh, both son. What a check. Kensu actually had something useful. I can't freaking believe it.
This never happens. Okay, so Lighthouse has the 2nd bow. This is now a hunt for the 3rd bow. As we know, we're not going to find anything helpful here at the Love Pendant turn-in. Nightdew picking up his warrior ring now from the cave. It is also worth noting, Kfal getting that ring early did give him a nice level advantage. He is at 12 right now with 41 scaling versus Nightdew, who is level 10 at 42 scaling. We'll be quick to make up that level gap for at least the level 11 here, but level 12 will take a little bit of grinding.
Yeah, it's still time he doesn't want to waste at this point, that's for sure.
Most definitely. Kfal, remembering the key to prison, is going to dip back in here real quick and take his fight with General Kelbesk.
So after this, pretty much will just be one-off checks everywhere.
That
after
is
he
correct.
does this and the paralysis check.
This is going to come down to where do you want to route and what feels good. So we know Kfal has 2 items over on Saber West. So that he's got 2 items in Carissa Plant Cave. And those are his like big 2-off locations that he has left.
Oh man, I just realized where the last mimics have to be. I'm kind of sad about it.
I know. Me too. Me too.
Well, my bet is going to be this last bow is on Stone Akahana, because he's due to have a bow on him. Okay.
Yeah, we have not seen him have a bow in a hot minute. Meanwhile, Nightdew is back here. He is going to open this secret door up and go on in. Kfal, are you going to Arisa Plant Cave?
I think
yes,
so.
you are. With that much motion there, it does confirm that there was no flyer, so we could not sequence break that earlier. And that is Nightdew's Bow of Sun. Now he's going to... He is going back. He remembered. He is picking up that power ring. So yes, a little more scaling.
All right.
A little more scaling, but it is going to make it a bit easier for the climb. So this may actually be the help that he'll need to catch up, because he does have those boots of speed. But it's definitely...
You might say it will be night and day different.
Oh wow, these dad jokes are getting strong with you, aren't they? I promise I'm not intentionally setting him up for these, they're just happening.
Okay, where to Nightdew? Where to? Saber West? Nope, he's in Leaf. Oh, doing the alarm flute check?
Yeah, he's got to be doing the alarm flute, because he just did Clark Kent. So he's gonna do this last one here. I'm really curious now. PMAkfal is halfway to level 13. He's gonna get up his rabbit boots there, so is catching up a little bit in terms of scaling. I think Nightdew might be starting to overtake in terms of locations checked. So the speed boots are now finally starting to kick in, and letting him catch back up in terms of things.
Yeah, I definitely think he's ahead at this point because he has no more dungeons left to check.
Oh, he did get that flute. He's thinking about it. Where's he going? He's looking over his items. He's like, I got the ivory statue. I'm gonna teleport.
Oh,
he's going to Sahara.
They do the Kensu trade in. Actually went to Goa. Okay, that was weird. It did look like Sahara.
Yeah, I definitely saw Sahara there. PMAkfal finding his mirror shield there on the back of Crystalis cave is probably disappointed. Where is he gonna go? He's thinking of his options. Going to
Saber West.
Saber West. So we're gonna see one new check, and he's gonna pick up his speed boots here. So if the tornado bracelet is the call, this is gonna be super good. Nightdew is checking the vanilla power ring spot. So where's the
Oh,
this is great.
this is odd.
This is great. So Nightdew's gonna get to his check a little faster.
We've never had a race come down to like one-off checks, really, in a long time.
This is super good.
Gas match.
No!
Now he has some decision.
Okay, so he's gonna go up. He's gonna trade in the statue. He's gonna go there because that is density. He's got telepathy. Yeah. They've got the insect flute. There is no reason not to. The sad thing is, if the bow is in fact there, I'm not seeing Mimic percent.
That's true. Well, you're not gonna see Mimic percent anyway, I don't think, because I think they're encrypted.
I don't want to think about it.
Because they've been to every dungeon.
They've done
every dungeon.
Every other standing chest is unfortunately done. Everything is left as trade-ins. So there are 2 mimics in the crypt. Those words just make me sick. Patrick, why would you do this to me? You set me up.
See? If this were really your true Mimic percent flags that you want, that'd be an awesome place to have.
That would actually be the best place ever because that would make finding the bow and moon the best thing ever. It's called revenge. You jerk.
Couldn't expect Kensu to give us 2 bows, right? Come on.
No, not at all. I will accept that, Metric. I definitely gave you a interesting seed, for lack of a better term.
He's going straight to Oak now.
Okay, so Nightdew is making the density play, which we both know we like. The question is,
the only way that PMAkfal comes back is if Tornell has the item.
That would be the biggest thing. That would be the biggest thing. So we're gonna see here. I'm actually a little surprised he isn't damage boosting through this with speed boots on, because they're both at an hour 3. Neither of them.
He's already level 13.
Yeah.
What level do you want?
I mean, PMAkfal is just going to keep killing, so this is actually going to help him compensate.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Is he not? No.
Don't do it. Oh, man.
Oh, no. He's doing it. Okay, so he's falling down the same rabbit hole that Nightdew did now. He's going to go back. He's going to check the ivory statue. He's going to check the power ring location. Nightdew is going to be super thorough about this. He's got the baby.
Yeah, I really hope it's not in this swamp now. Please don't be in the swamp.
Okay, so yeah, if it's in the swamp.
If it's in the swamp,
can he take the baby with him?
You can go the whole way. I do this every time.
No, but I mean, like, can he take the baby all the way to the end game?
No, I don't think it'll leave the swamp. I don't think.
It's gonna stay in his pocket. See, the baby,
the
baby jumps in his pocket. Yeah, the baby's in your pocket,
that.
so this could be baby percent. That's definitely not a thing, but I'm gonna call it for now.
Oh gosh.
It's definitely not a thing, but if this is the bow, it's gonna be what. Oh!
Whoops, wrong person. I keep marking wrong person. Oh, I'll let you.
Okay, I'll fix it. There we go. All right, so Nightdew, go mode, the play. PMAkfal following the play. Here's the gas mask.
PMAkfal's on the right path.
He definitely made the right call. Made the right call dipping out. So This is gonna be great. I have so many questions right now that need to be asked. He did still return the baby. He did return the baby, which we need to ask about.
Yeah, I don't know about. Now he's taking some time to level up, which is a good idea. Max scaling, level 10, not the best.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be rough. He does have. So here's the other follow-up kicker. Nightdew has Power Ring over KFal. KFal does not have the Power Ring.
And neither runner has barrier, correct?
Correct. Oh. Oh, that is an extremely good point. Neither runner does have barrier, but that might actually be why he returned the baby. Did he go in and get both items or just the one item?
I bet you're right. I bet that's why he did that. I didn't check if we got the Elder item or not.
I think he only got the one and dipped. If barrier was sitting on Elder, that would give KFal the additional safety, and with his levels, that could potentially get better pacing. And KFal's going to check that first, so he's not going to go turn in the Insect Flute, so we're going to see both items here.
I bet he doesn't know you don't have to do this first. He probably thinks you have to do it.
It probably does. So that is an Opal pickup. That's always good.
Nothing.
And a consumable. So 2 consumables there. We do know that one for sure is an Opal. KFal does have 2 Opals. Nightdew did not get his Opal. That is worth noting. He did have a full inventory, so he did kill an Opal.
Yeah, that's kind of sucks for him.
Moral of this seed, when in doubt, item density wins.
I think, though, as long as Nightdew doesn't take a death, he's still far enough ahead to where, even without barrier, he'll be okay. Or,
yeah, you can safely do it. They do have refresh. I don't remember his mana items, but I believe he is pretty set on that. He's gonna do this
like
at level 12, so he's probably gonna have.
The power ring is a big deal, though.
Yeah, the power ring is huge. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna do maybe a 4-storm. I want to say I'm very bad at math at max density here.
I think if he gets good hits, 3 will do it, I think.
Do you think he's gonna run up there and do stab strats without barrier?
No. He's not Axeman.
Ooh. What? Realizing he's on the wrong sword. I was like, why is
Oh, man.
That is rough.
Not the start he wanted.
Well, I mean, it's not that he got a laser pattern anyway. KFal did find his bow here. Super happy about that running in. So it is worth noting, you gotta tank these hits. Gotta tank those hits.
Sacred Shield, save it.
Yep, that is definitely what's on the menu tonight. So 2 charges out.
Oh,
2 charges.
Oh,
Power Ring, putting in its work right here. So the difference is 1 level and 1 scaling. KFal has the advantage on both of those, but Nightdew has the Power Ring. So he's going to have the tower entrance here at, looks like 108.19. So 108.19. Let's see how quick KFal is going to get up here and make his entrance. Alright, so Nightdew is opting for the safer Warrior Ring strat here, and it looks like he's just doing that for the coppers, switching over here for the white robots. Gonna just throw out the lag storm there. He's not getting them down in 1 cycle, so Power Ring definitely helps, but it's definitely gonna hurt here for that. So KFal is on the Dragon fight. It is possible that he may catch up just due to levels, and he does get a quick laser pattern. Didn't have the charge ready, though, so he's probably only going to get about half of a hit. Maybe, not even half, it looked like. Is getting a second laser pattern. Nightdew entering the 2nd floor now. This is definitely cutting it close here. KFal setting up for another charge. Unfortunately, Dragon giving him Fire Breath. Really wants to see that laser pattern again. Is getting some spike balls thrown at him.
Yeah, powering just makes such a huge difference.
For sure, yeah, that added damage is huge. The level scaling definitely helps, but it doesn't add enough when compared to that power ring. Adding an extra 16 there because it's maxed out. Super good. Oh,
Ooh,
KFL popping an
Rando.
opal. It's fine though. This is the place you want to use it. Yep, he's gonna use those iframes, get the sab strats in while he can. Getting another good pattern. Come on, you can do it. Realizing he's out of MP here, he's gonna switch over to the warrior ring and just try to get as many hits out as possible. And this just showing off how strong the power ring is, leveling that advantage there in that fight. Okay, thank you, Matrick, for correcting me on that. Here, the power ring is adding 8 to that, and then there's a difference of 7 because of the level there. Alright, so KFal enters the tower here at 1:11:10. So a little less than
3 minutes or so?
3 minutes. A little less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, it'd take a really bad death by Nightdew for him to even have a chance at this point. Even then, with the power ring advantage, he probably still can pass him.
It's definitely possible, yes. So we're gonna see here the charges coming out, doing the looks like warrior ring with thunder bracelet strat here, just trying to group them all together, possibly to set up a really good charge. That would definitely help catch up KFal a little bit.
If there's one thing I know about, it's doing less damage in the tower than your opponent.
Alright, KFal just finished his first floor. While that's happening, Nightdew is forming the Crystalis. So we're gonna see here, hopefully a quick checkpoint to save the cutscene. Nope, he's just gonna go straight for it. And he didn't switch to speed boots. The timing. Alright, so we should see here. Yep, gonna go for very, very smart safety strats since they don't have barrier. Make sure that power ring's on for the extra damage and go to town on these turrets. It's gonna probably take about 20 shots on each side. Taking a couple hits here, not too worried about it. Just gonna focus on dodging as much as he can here. Only has to worry about the blue little pellets from the turrets. I will say he is dodging them fairly well. Hasn't gone through his second magic ring yet. KFal making his way up here. Looks like he's heading to the 3rd floor now. Since the right side got finished here, Nightdew's gonna be making short work of Dinah. And there we go. Dinah is down. Alright. And Nightdew is done, and the winner of this race with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 41 seconds. GG Nightdew.
Hopefully he'll be joining us soon to give us his thoughts on the race.
Yep, should definitely join us here in a moment. And there, speak of the devil, there he is, Nightdew. Congrats on your first place finish. GG.
Yeah. We hope you liked mostly that hundo run there.
So, I gotta ask, do you know how many mimics you found?
I'm going to guess I found all of them by the way you framed that question.
No, you did not find all of them.
11 then?
No, close.
I'm going to assume you were going to tell me that both the chests in the crypt were mimics. Well,
They had
that
to
makes
be.
me feel so much better.
So you gave us the knowledge mode for Mimic%. You checked every single check in the game that was a chest, save the crypt. You checked
And that
every
also
single one.
that also told me that I should not have faded Oak because barrier had to be there.
Nope, actually it wasn't.
Oh, where was barrier then?
Where did we say it had to be?
So,
Saber West?
who checked the tornado bracelet turn in?
I don't think anybody did.
Oh,
Neither of
yeah,
them did.
okay, yeah, I forgot about tornado bracelet, yeah.
Yep, so you actually pretty much gave us a
and,
nice hundo seed here.
Stone Nakahana, I think was the other one. Right?
Yep, Stone Akahana was the other one. So between those two, was going to be your, was going to be the barrier check there. But yeah, so you made some very interesting early plays, like getting the battle armor on Saber West there, giving you that poison immunity, and then you went and bought some antidotes. Did you forget you picked up battle armor?
Maybe.
Okay.
I picked up
definitely an
like
interesting
one
thing that we
antidote because
noted.
I'm like, I just don't want to put up with this whole thing. We have no refresh. There were super cheap healing herbs in Leaf, of course, which, you know, we had to get rid of fairly quickly. All I was feeling worse about, honestly, was that death I took on North Saber, and then going back and finding that I did not have the Nadare's telepoint. Because my whole idea was to go back and just fly up to Kelbesk. And I'm like, after that, I'm like, well, nope, we've got Sword of Wind, we got Flight, we've got a lot of stuff to do now. He can wait.
Yeah, that was definitely rough. Meanwhile, KFAL did just finish here up with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 20 seconds. And joining us in the booth is KFAL.
Hey,
KFAL, congrats on the finish.
hey,
And GG.
thank you. GG Nightdew.
Oh, thank you very much. See, you weren't gonna finish like a full half hour behind me there.
I thought, you know, that whole seed, I thought I was like at least 20 minutes behind. And then when I got the Bow of Moon and you hadn't finished yet, I was like, oh, I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, you know, it's hard to feel good at the same time of, you know, aside from a bad North Saber, I felt like really good about, you know, just in terms of how I was going through the run, but at the same time, you never feel good about going hundo on a seed.
Seriously, I almost didn't go to the swamp when I got the gas mask. I was like, but then I said, you know what? I'll do it. Why not? Last seed I did a hell run, so I said I might as well go and do it the right way.
I was very close when I found that vanilla refresh. I was very close to hitting the button on hell run there.
I thought about it, but you know, did you find barrier?
Nope.
Neither did I. That sucks without barrier.
Yeah, we figured out it was either, we headed down to Tornado Bracelet, Fluto Lime, or did you actually check the Oak checks after, or did you check the kid before going Insect Flute, or?
I did. They were consumables.
Okay, so it wasn't an Oak, okay.
No, so,
But
but
I think Keiko, you were actually ahead. You had 2 bows before he did, I think, at one point.
That is correct.
and I would have checked the Tornado Bracelet, but this big idiot here got lost, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Forget it.
Oh yeah,
That's why you left. Okay.
X-Man does also say that we missed the Stomp fight as well, so...
Yeah, I bought I bought the warp boots in Oak to do the Stomp fight because I was gonna warp out, because I was like, that's got to be, you know, something. And then when the Insect Flute was Bow of Moon, I said, well, forget it. See ya.
Oh yeah, with that early telepathy, I'm thinking, well, the first thing I'm thinking on that seed there is, okay, we're in Leaf, we've got super cheap medicinal herbs, no warp boots. We run over to Portoa, no warp boots. Uh-oh. And then the first chest of waterfall is like, oh, here's teleport. Well, okay, fine. Thank you. Twist my arm there, why don't you?
Yeah, that was nice to start with. Plus, telepathy teleport opening up North Saber kind of was nice early.
Yeah, it was definitely a thing. I would have loved to. I mean, obviously, wouldn't have put North Saber. I would have loved to see just how long that seed wanted to keep us without teleport,
Oh,
or
God,
or any kind of teleportation.
That'd have been terrible. Terrible. But, yeah, I felt better about this one than my last one. That's for sure.
I think the biggest difference between you two is just Kfal took a few deaths. I think you took 2 deaths on Kelbest 2 and maybe 1 on Mado 2. Is that...
Yeah, Mado 2, I don't know, he gave me a big hug, pinned me in the corner, and Kelbest, I don't know what I was doing with Kelbest. He was being mean. I was very lacking in healing items.
Actually, you know what? How many opals did you find? Because I only remember 1, and I burned it, giving Kelby 2 his hug right back.
You destroyed it.
I found 2 opals.
Yep, so you both had the same opal at one point. It was the one that you broke there, Nightdew. The second opal was actually from the mother in
That's right, yep.
Oak. So
That was the consumable,
you actually skipped right over it there in the end, checking that one check, getting the consumable, and dipping.
Oh man, I was upset too. Dragon 2, without Power Ring and 46 scaling is not a fun fight.
Oh yeah, Nightdew had the power ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you found the power. You got the power ring. I knew where it was. I just never found the glowing lamp.
I may have jumped past that text, and I'm like, well, I'm here to cash in that eyeglasses. Let's go check the thing, and oh hey, power ring. That's important.
Where was the glowing lamp? Because I never found that.
The glowing lamp. I want to say it was a Go Fortress.
Carmine. Nightdew actually did the flight sequence break to mitigate as much damage from the turrets as possible. He actually did the early fight there with Carmine to pick up the lamp, and he also did the same thing when he went up Hydra to go into Stixie.
Gotcha.
Axeman makes a good point here. You guys also had the Stom fight you didn't do after visiting.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, okay, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, to answer Stom's question, I have no idea how dragging the kid along was going to affect the late game. So, being in a race situation, I really, I kind of wanted to actually see if I could drag the dwarf kid up the tower.
You can. He just sits in your pocket the whole time.
That's funny.
Yep. So
I'm pretty sure if you leave
baby
the swamp, he just goes back to the spot.
That's hilarious.
I mean, it's Schrodinger's cat. You'll never know he's in your pocket.
I learned too that you can trigger the Shiren Massacre backwards. I didn't know you could do that, and that was a risk I was taking. I didn't know for sure. I was like, if I get stuck in the wall, I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, did you do that just so you wouldn't have to go through the statues?
Yeah, well, I was right there, and I didn't feel like I don't think I had Shield Ring yet.
I don't think I found Shield Ring.
I did find
you
Shield
both
Ring.
had. I know. I remember Kfal definitely having Shield Ring. I'm trying to remember. I feel like you had it, Nightdew. I just don't remember exactly where it was.
To be fair, I was getting a little lax on my tracker there at the end, so.
I was getting more frustrated at the end. Yeah, I wasn't checking too much. What was it? The battle items. By that I mean like Warrior Ring, stuff like that. They were pretty scarce until late. I had nothing lit up in my tracker until about 40 minutes in.
Oh yeah, I was really happy about those ultra early speed boots though.
Okay, so let's talk about that. I totally forgot about that check.
Oh.
I forgot about that check, and I remembered it when I was lost on West Saber trying to turn in Tornado Bracelet. I was like, oh, crap. If this is a bow, I'm going to be mad. And Speed Boots was nice, but I felt a little bit better that it wasn't a bow. I couldn't believe I forgot that, because that's usually my first check when I have flight. Or one of my first checks.
It's one of those. I think I teleported to Amazones to get the basement item, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump over to West Saber here, and I teleport there. I think it was my first visit, but
I took advantage of the mimic in the basement to grind up a little bit to get a level.
Yeah, I popped him once, but I'm thinking, okay, my main expenditure on any of these seeds is Warp Boots, and I already have teleport, so I think I'm pretty good.
I was like 3 kills away from a level, so I just used that.
Yeah.
It was quick. Steve taught me about that. Oh, but it was fun. Fun seed.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Longer than I expected, but that happens when you almost 100%. I wish would have loved to find barrier.
Yeah. Oh, I was absolutely, and these two probably would have went nuts knowing I had 2 mimics left and 2 chests to check because I was absolutely thinking about checking that. What the heck am I doing here? But I was absolutely thinking about hitting those mimics 4, or what was going to be those mimics.
I really wish you did, but I can understand why you didn't.
Yeah.
How many? What was the mimic count?
10.
10.
And apparently the last 2 were in the crypt.
And they had to be. You checked the rest of the dungeons.
So have we had a 12 mimic seed yet?
It was in the first week. Steven Show gave us that match for the full mimic percent.
Nice. Oh, I did make sure to kill Stom.
We saw that. Not only did you
Stop.
shake him, but you stepped on him too.
I did. Stom has to die. I cannot leave Stom alive. I'm sorry.
I mean, to be entirely fair, and Mado or Stom might not like me for this, but I was totally thinking about rolling the seed as Mado.
I didn't transform into Stom and then dance around Mado, but Cross Product did, which was
It would have felt a little disingenuous after watching Cross do it, honestly.
That was probably one of the funniest things I've seen in a while from that.
Oh, yeah.
That was hilarious. But yeah, good times.
Absolutely, and definitely good luck in your next race. And yeah, I mean, just like you said, yeah, if we both hundoed that and you finish that close, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's, yeah, you're better than you think, man.
I haven't played. It's been a while. There was a time when I played a lot, and just now the last time I played a seed was the last race with Dragon Dark. So. So fun times, but we're almost on break, and when we're on break, I'll have time to play games.
Absolutely.
It doesn't help that Star Ocean came out on Switch.
Oh, I've been meaning to go to that actually.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love Star Ocean.
Why did you bring that up? I have to buy that now.
Yes, I've been dying for that in it. Oh, the second story was amazing. I love the second story, and having the first game remade in the same style as the second story, it's just it's been great. That's what all my free time's gone to is Star Ocean.
All right, guys. Well, any final thoughts for us?
Nope.
No, we pretty much saw it all. So
Yeah. Yep. Well, thank you guys for commentating.
Absolutely.
And tracking everything. Thank you so much. It's been fun, and SpeedGaming and for hosting everything, and GG Nightdew. Always fun. Always fun. From you beating me in Free Enterprise to you beating me in Crystalis. Here we go.
I think I'm a little better at Free Enterprise, but
Yeah, thanks for a great race. It was really enjoyable to watch.
thank you all, and SpeedGaming.
Yep. All right. Good night, everybody.
Yep. Good night.